Welcome back to the third. KUA 4, St. Paul 0. We drop the puck on the final frame of action. Duncan Ramsey walks back with it. He's the captain of this Wildcat squad, just looking to move 6 to... oh wow. Sorry. It happens sometimes. You get a little tongue-tied. Oh, shot came off the wing by Maltese. Duncan Ramsey is the captain of this Wildcat squad that's looking to move to 6-0 on the year and march on to Brewster tomorrow. They're up 4-0 on St. Paul's, who will be handed potentially their first loss in only their second game of the season. Tough way to start the year going up against the number 2 ranked Kimball Union Wildcats in their second game, no? No soft start to that season. The puck is up and out of play here. The faceoff will come back into St. Paul's end. If you're looking for the scores and you're just joining us, Revelin Mack had a goal in the second period that put up KUA up 4-0. But in the first, KUA got a 5-on-5 goal from Jackson Kierkostas, a 5-on-4 goal from Jaden Morello, and a 5-on-3 goal from Morello, and a 5-on-4 goal from Kierkostas. Again, so he has 2 goals. He'll be on hat-trick watch here in the third, and he's looked really good tonight, actually. He had plenty of chances. Speaking of chances, moving in here is Revelin Mack looking for his second of the night, but he was just taken to the board and knocked off the puck. Now taking it is Wishart. Wishart, the Cornell commit, sends one along the ice, and it's steered away by Rocco Bryant. Rocco came in the second period midway through in relief of Cal Welch, who played well, but he was put in a tough position most of the time by the St. Paul's defenders. I wouldn't say any of the goals, save for the second one, were really on him. Well, his chance of stopping it was very good on any of them, at least. Skating it up here to the right side is Kierkostas, the double goal scorer. He gets it in, dodging a check. Bryant out of his net to stop it. Conley Bohan just the ways to Brad Cox. His hard pass just misses the man, goes off the boards, and Connor Chalmers will re-corral with it. Alex Keller across the KUA logo at center. It's ping-ponging just inside the St. Paul's line, and away will come Dylan Biggs with it now. He hits the KUA line off a body. Grady taken back by Murray Smith, and out to center it goes. Sent back by St. Paul's, but I think it's waved off for a second there. They had the arm up. Murray Smith was calling for it out at center, and they gave it to him, but he just took another C-cut at center and missed the pass. So they'll call him all the way back in the Kimball Union end. Since putting up 11 in an 11-2 win against the Wildcats back in 2007, St. Paul's has not scored 11 goals cumulative in the 7 games these two teams have played since then. That's been the level of dominance KUA has had in this drought. They've held St. Paul's scoreless here tonight and have scored 4 of their own. Sullivan hammers Murray Smith, and that one very close to being in the numbers too. I don't know if Murray Smith was looking for a penalty. He could have had his arm out. I would have understood it. I think it's fair that it wasn't. You know, it's just the way Kyle Murray Smith skates. He kind of skates with one hand off the stick and one hand at his side like that, interestingly. Sam Seibel with a bit of space. 2 players waiting for him at the line. A nice little move along the boards there. He centered it, but he goes right onto a KUA stick. And they'll come back the other way. Alone by himself is Mike Sewell. A nice move around Yee. He stops up, got plenty of looks, but he dishes to the line. Luke Klarner couldn't do much with it. It just goes off a leg. Cox double teamed over there. Cade was. And away will come Christian Yee here. Yee, the California defender, poked one up in the head. Turned back here by the Wildcats, trying to track down this pass is A.J. Noel. I'm holding myself back from making a Christmas pun, because I might be mispronouncing his name, but I'm pretty sure it's Noel. And it is the season of Noel. Poor kid. I feel bad when I make puns on players' names. Poor junior from Maynard, Mass. This is going to be icing against St. Paul's. Good attendance for this game, Kimball Union. Friday night action, so a lot of the students and faculty and their families are here. Some of the family members from the St. Paul side made the trip up from Concord as well. Little sweet Caroline here in Meriden, New Hampshire. We're still in New England. And remnants of maybe some Fenway Park spirit have made it all the way up here on a cold December Friday night. Back ready to track further and further down by Dan Guerra. He's still going though, and Grady will bounce it off the boards and out. Back on it is Kareem Alzalem. Duncan Ramsey. He'll send it on around. Getting up there is Maltese. Halliday separates his man from the puck. It's knocked out to center. Jack Roberts is there by himself. He was going to take it away from him there by, Duncan Ramsey. And coming the other way here is Morello. He had the puck up ahead of him. He got right in on goal though, and it was stopped by Brian. Really nice separation of the defense there by Morello. I think it has more to do with the fact that St. Paul's was kind of standing still. Brad Cox and Morello having words. It's hard to see Brad jawing with a player out there because knowing him off the ice, he's just an incredibly nice guy. So you see the menacing look and you're like, oh, I've never seen that before. Got to give credit to Rock O'Brien on the save there. He made a really nice stop flashing the leather out there. Rock has made quite a few good saves here since coming in midway through the second. Breaking the net, Morello and set on it. Another good save is made by Brian. And Blackburn, I guess he took a stick or something under the chin, then he fell to St. Paul's player Sullivan. It's going to allow Maltese to walk right in, but he put it off the goalpost. Neither team really playing within the rules there. Back to the front, and a save is made by Heru. Last chance of the game for St. Paul's there by Dylan Biggs, and he got a good chopper on. Just couldn't elevate it over the pad of Heru, who came out of nowhere to make the save there. Really good pass off the pads by Sam Seibold. So I think what happened, so Blackburn was caught up high. I don't know by Sullivan. To me, and this is just to me, from my look of it, Sullivan didn't really get that high up on him, and Blackburn was trying to draw a call, which doesn't really make sense in a 4-0 game. Hold on a moment. Here's Kierkowskis breaking in with a shot. And the save is made by Bryant from just outside the circle. Or the dot, I should say. He was kind of inside the circle. And it's unhappy about it. Blackburn came back and gave a shot in the back of Sullivan. I don't know if he didn't see it coming and just went down rather hard and didn't see it coming, or whatever the reason. Sullivan went down and it allowed Maltese to break right in. Bryant got a little help from the post. Knocked out at the line here by Luke Klarner. Stepping back with it here is Sam Seibold up off the boards and out. Kierkowskis will send it in. There's Rock O'Brien. Oh, he turned it over, but a good job by Sullivan to get his body in the way of Wishart. Or else that puck would have been in the goal for sure. Revelin Mack waits before stepping into the zone. He just put it off the backboard more. Schneider goes in for it. Schneider in behind the goal. Kierkowskis couldn't track that puck down. He's working over Seibold in the corner now. Seibold wins the battle. Sends it around for Dylan Biggs. Waiting at the line for it there is Jack Michaud. Biggs fighting all the way through. And it was turned around. And the lead pass was ahead for Kierkowskis. But it just was ahead of him. He's going to have to go in on the forecheck, but he's tired. So he's not really forechecking heavily, and now he'll peel off and give way to Alex Keller. All tangled up there with Mike Stoddard, but no icing on the play. Out of his net to stop it there, Heru. Plays it around for Ramsey. 11 minutes remaining here in the third. It's 4-0 KUA. They scored 3 in the first and 1 in the second. Murray Smith is in behind the St. Paul's defense here, below the goal line, coming around. He's got a man in the middle there. Keller elects not to pass it to him. Instead, he leaves it for Ramsey at the line, but it was blocked by Terry, and he's going to try to go the other way. He's got Vio with him. Terry down the right side with the shot, and I think it was sticked away by Heru. Yeah, that did be. For a second there, I thought it was going off the post. He brought a good heavy shot there. And now Stoddard is going to head to the box. I was going to say it'd be a miracle if they didn't call that a penalty. I didn't even have to look and see if the ref's arms were up. Well, St. Paul's has done a really good job of not taking any penalties since they got into trouble in the first period. This is really the first since that. And that was a nightmarish few minutes for St. Paul's, really. KUA 2 for 3 on the power play. Oh, sorry, the face-off's down here. I didn't move the camera. Shot by Ramsey, save made. Morello has to tuck it in to an empty net. And now they're 3 for 4. Well, that was one of the keys to the game coming in for St. Paul's is stay out of the box. And really, if you take away the 3-minute period where KUA scored twice in the first period, it would be a much closer game. But if you take away another power play goal there by the Wildcats, it would have been a closer game. Not saying that KUA hasn't been the better team, because they absolutely have. But yeah, penalty troubles shooting St. Paul's in the foot. Yet again, they made that one look rather easy. Only one 5-on-5 goal in the game, and they lead 5-0 KUA. Sorry, two 5-on-5 goals. Here's Sullivan in neutral territory, trying to back pass, or rather a lateral pass for Dylan Biggs. Biggs didn't really see it coming. It's inside the St. Paul's line right now. They're playing for it, and here comes Bobby May. May really by himself. He's joined over here on the near side by Guerra as May works in deep, the centering pass right onto the tape with Biggs, and he'll have some room to carry it out across the KUA logo. Little backhander into the zone. Back for it first is Alizem. Oh, sorry, no, that's Chalmers. He's going to take it for a skate, too. They're offside at the St. Paul's line. That last bobble just did it for Connor Chalmers. Chalmers, a 4-year player here at KUA. Originally from Windham, New Hampshire. 23 career points. This is 4th year. Among the more veteran players on Tim Whitehead's side. Roberts maneuvering at center. He fanned on that dump-in attempt as he was standing on the red line. This an aerial pass to Revlin Mack. He'll step into his own, hit there by Grady, but he made a real nice pass. Windshot across, and Kirkostas is looking for the hat trick. He could not get a good shot off, though. And St. Paul's will bounce it out of the zone. You know, if I am saying his name wrong, which I very well may, as I made the disclaimer in the first, Roberts steps around a man. He's got a chance here with a shot, and right along his goal line there, making the save is Harry. Oof. Dangerously deep in his net there. What was I going to say? Oh, Kirkostas. If I am saying his name wrong, which I made a disclaimer at the first, I didn't meet with KUA coaches, so I'm not entirely sure if I'm saying these names correctly or not. I do apologize, but especially to that young man, because I think he's played a very good game tonight. Jackson, Kirkostas. These two teams will meet later in the season in January. It'll be St. Paul's only their second home game of the year, and their third game, or no, maybe fourth game back from break. This one out to center. So after St. Paul's goes to Tabor, or goes to Avon before Christmas break, playing the Christmas Classic, and then the New Year's Invitational at Tabor after the break. They'll meet Andover, Exeter, Holderness. Here's a chance for St. Paul's, and a save is made off of Christian Yee. Vio was dumped there by Murray Smith. That's the cheering you're hearing right now. As Ramsey comes across, leaves it for Murray Smith into the zone. A shot, save, rebound was there. Kick to the middle by Bryant. Gonna come out top of the key. Panano nearly fell, but he's got himself in a one-on-one now. He spreads wide before putting it in behind the goal. Stoddard was there first, stepping on the paint, or stopping on the paint was Cox. So 7.5 remaining here in the hockey game, and it's 5-0 Kimball Union. But after they come back from break, St. Paul's will meet Andover Exeter in the first week back, Holderness and Kimball Union on the second week back. Breaking here is Maltese. He's had himself a good game too. Maltese leaves it. Morello steps around a man, tried to dish it off on the back door there. It's Klarner. But Bryant came over to make it look easy. And he reached up, cherry picked that one over the crossbar. But they will meet again, and this is the first time, I believe, where St. Paul's and KUA... Well, this is the first season where St. Paul's and KUA will meet twice in a season. Good pass for Stoddard. He couldn't do much with it, though. Good defense by Klarner back there for Kimball Union, the last line. Stoddard picks it up off the wall, but getting in the way of the pass was Maltese, and it'll go down the ice. But yes, they will meet again, which is not an anomaly. It'll be normal going forward, seeing that St. Paul's is in the Lakes region. They should be playing all the teams twice, but in their last two, Stoddard is hammered. Run straight over by Blackburn, and he is hobbled to get up. Oh. Oh my. And he will go to the bench, and I'm surprised he's just not going to go right to the room. Almost Will Blackburn with the hit. I'd have to see it again. But Stoddard for sure had his head down, and I don't know if Blackburn... He certainly had his shoulders tilted downwards. I don't know if he targeted the shoulder to the head. You all have instant replay. I don't, but with 6.5 left in this game and an explosive hit like that when your team's winning 5-0, not exactly a great look if you're Blackburn. And we'll be on watch here, as I like to call it, because the last thing we want is for this game to really get out of hand, and that's what happens when you're the winning team up 5-0 and you go make a bit of an unnecessary hit like that to raise the tension. It's a good pushback shift here from St. Paul's, though. They have the puck in the O zone. Hasn't been there all too much tonight. And ahead of the play, he's offside. Yep. Mike Solo trying to make it look a little bit of a moonwalk into the zone, perhaps. But no. He overskated the puck, and it will be down in the KUA end because it's intentional offside. So funny, even when I'm announcing, I have the instinct, like many years of ring through, when they see something that's like that, they shout out, "That's offside!" You know, it sure was. And I'm sure many of you, I wasn't the only one, you're probably listening. Those of you listening might have been saying the same thing. But yeah, my analysis of the Blackburn hit, clean or not, I can't really make a judgment on that. I just have to look again, right, before I make any verdicts, and I'm not really the verdict that matters, but clean or not, it's unnecessary. And when you're beating a team 5-0 and you're going to meet them again later in the year, maybe not the smartest thing to do either. Clock will stop at 5:01 as Herud will cover this one up. Stoddard just went off the bench, as I'd imagine, so our best wishes are with him, but I don't imagine him coming back in this one, and that's probably the hardest hit in my... I mean, I've grown up around prep hockey. Oh, there's a shot, took a couple deflections, and I don't know if Harry saw it until the last moment. Good one from Doherty. I think that's one of the harder hits I've seen in my time here at St. Paul's. Sam Seibel tried a nifty little move. St. Paul's playing much in the KUAN, though, of late. Trying to end this game on a high note, although that will leave, not only will the score leave a bitter taste in their mouths, but for sure that hit will as well. Sullivan avoids getting stood up behind the net there by Griffin Hatley. Left off by Murray Smith. Here's Hatley up high and fumbling with it before losing it with Schneider. And then knocked down at center and knocked flat on his back is Terry. And he is hard to get up. And the KUA trainer is on the ice again. I think Terry hit his head on the ice. And that, folks, now that's dirty. That's not clean. And I don't need to see that again. And I will laud the St. Paul's effort to hold the line here, because that gets frustrating. You know, when you see two plays like this and now the benches are staring at each other. Okay. It will be a long ride home for St. Paul's tonight. St. Paul's goes to the power play here. It is a 2-minute minor to Griffin Hatley. And it's cleared. It's just unnecessary, folks. I'm sorry. And I acknowledge my biases as a kid from St. Paul's and not quite a member of the team, but a player on the team. Brady takes a stick up high. It's sent to the front there by Maltese. But if you're Kimball Union, you know, you're an Elite 8 contender every year, the favorite in this game. You're winning 5-0. You've gotten through it quite cleanly. You've played your game. You've beaten St. Paul's just about as thoroughly as it gets. And then in the last 5 minutes of a game to engage in play like that, specifically the second hit, after something as scary as the first hit happened, it's not a great look. And again, I acknowledge my biases, but for you, the viewer, I'm trying to paint a picture of why St. Paul's might feel this way, and why, even from a neutral hockey perspective, it's not good form. They're going to take another penalty here. I don't get it, folks. As much as we say St. Paul's is undisciplined, AJ Noel going to go to the box for tripping Jack Roberts. So St. Paul's will have a 5-on-3 here. The game gets away, and KUA, knowing that they're going to win, is just simply taking liberties at this point. 2 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in the hockey game. And KUA up 5-0. They have 3 players on the ice against St. Paul's is 5. And another penalty to the Wildcats. I don't think we do handshakes. Anyways, but that handshake line would certainly be interesting if they were doing handshakes. Again, these two teams will meet yet again. This year they'll meet in January. Seibold leans into a drive, and it was stopped by Heron and cleared. Dan Heron playing well tonight for the action that he has seen. St. Paul's has actually gotten a good amount of shots to the net by our count. 5-on-3 over 5-on-4 now for St. Paul's. And bang it in behind the goal. Under 2 minutes left to play here in the game, and all that hollering is because I guess St. Paul's was offside. It was a very delayed call, but they are indeed whistled down. Here's Sullivan rounding his own cage. He'll lead the attack for St. Paul's with a minute left to go in the power play and 97 seconds left to go in the game for St. Paul's. They will be on the ice tomorrow as well, this time at home. It'll be their home opener against Proctor. They play again at 6 o'clock p.m., so hope to see many of you there for that one. Sharp angle shot there by Terry. Good to see he's back on the ice after being laid out there in the middle of another scary hit, one of the 2 scary hits that I've been talking about, giving all my analysis. In all this, St. Paul's hasn't played particularly poorly. As I mentioned, they've only given up 2 even strength goals. And 3 power play goals. Odd man rush here. Hatley coming in, and a good save by Bryant. That guy between the pipes has been pretty good. He's only allowed 1. As we are down to the final minute of action here in Meriden. Puck is scrambled for at center, and then Doherty picks up the free puck. 40 seconds, dishes off to the left side. And collision over here on the glass, and hammered from the side is Panato, and the St. Paul's bench is about ready to lose it. Oh, sorry, no, that's Vio. I don't know if that's the St. Paul's bench I'm hearing actually, or the fans. I think it's actually more the fans. Last centering pass is cleared, and we just hope to get out of this game without any last-minute infractions. We're down to 13 seconds left. There's a shot off this wall by Murray Smith that was blocked. St. Paul's will just take it behind the net and hold it there. Grady gives a little bit of a bump. The players go converging in, and here we go. Murray Smith takes a couple punches, and this is going to get ugly. And this is the point where I give my analysis about the referees bearing responsibility for this. Both teams just need to go home at this point. And St. Paul's will just head off at their exit to our right. KUA will salute their crowd to our left. That's it for us tonight, folks. KUA 5, St. Paul 0, a forgettable game here in Meriden for the Big Red. They'll be back again tomorrow against Proctor at 6 o'clock p.m. And now the referees are finally taking some responsibility and telling them no handshakes. And telling them to go to the room. And KUA giving some stick taps. And I'm surprised that St. Paul's is returning any whatsoever. That's the end of the night, folks. See you tomorrow against Proctor. Kimball Union will go against Brewster. They're still talking out here. And where are the KUA coaches in all of this mess? Dan Murphy out at center directing traffic for St. Paul's. It's all a mystery to me. Good night, folks, from Meriden. 5-0 KUA, your final.